Hello aspirants, welcome to Raaj Academy. As you know that you have around 10 to 15 days for the next UGC-NET exam. As I told you in my short video, exactly how one should attempt the exam. As you know that there are three aspects of any exam. First we should know what to study, then we know how to study, how to prepare for the exam. And third part, of how to attempt the exam. That is, what should be done during those 3 hours. And all of you know that it's a computer-based exam. So we got 3 hours of time. Both the papers simultaneously you have to attempt. And you got 300 marks, 150 questions. We have 50 questions in paper 1, 100 questions in paper 2. So how to attempt? There are many, those who simply attempt the exam randomly. There are others, those who attempt by simply following the order. They complete paper 1 first, then they go to paper 2, right? Or those who simply, do question number 1, 2, 3 like that. But the best way, the way which I follow, the strategy to get through this exam, you can't simply randomly attempt these questions, or you can't simply follow paper 1, then paper 2, or 1, 2, 3 in order. So the strategy is very important. I would suggest that there are 3 stages of preparation. The first stage, what should you do? The very first stage is, you should not take more than 1 hour. First 1 hour of the exam is very important. In this stage, you should attempt the questions which you know quite well, 100% known questions. The question in which you don't have any doubt, 100% you are sure about those questions, factual questions, or even detailed questions which don't require your any interpretations or guesswork or intelligence guesswork. What is required is the answers. You prepare thoroughly and you are able to select those questions which you know very thoroughly and complete it. So the stage 1 maximum you should take 60 to 70 minutes. So you are going to complete first stage, known questions. Imagine you open paper 1. First finish all those questions which you know, 100% sure, you don't have any doubt. And the question which you don't know, leave it. Right? Then open question paper, that is paper 2. Same way, open the question number 1, you know the answer, you attempt it. Question number 2, 3, you don't know, leave it. Like that, complete, go up to the question number 150 number, right? So in a way, in the first stage, you complete in both in paper 1 and paper 2, all the known questions. So the ideal time is 70 minutes to 75 minutes you should spend on that. Then you go back to, imagine question number 2, you missed it, right? Now you are going to attempt those questions which you don't know, right? Now this also can be classified into 2 ways. One, the question which you don't know, you don't have any idea, zero information, completely out of syllabus questions, right? Where you don't have any idea about them. Those questions are different type of questions. You are not going to attempt those questions now. In the second stage, you are going to attempt the question which can be guessed, what we call intelligence guesswork questions. These questions are those which you prepared very well, but these are not direct questions. You studied the topic, you went through the subject, you studied something about the author, concept, idea, but this is not a direct questions. Here you have to do intelligence guesswork, because based on your 6 months of preparation, 3 months of preparation, a year's preparation, you are going to arrive at the answer. You are going to do deconstruct and get the answers. You have 2 options. You can go simply that, I don't know, you can leave it, or you can simply randomly select A, B, C, D, or inky ponky, the methodology, or you can do the deconstruction. As far as literature is concerned, you have to go through political social life, ideology, background, author's biography, age, literary forms, genre, meter, diction. Using all such technique, you arrive at the answer, because there's no negative marking. So if you leave the questions, you'll get 0. If you attempt the question and answer is wrong, again you are going to get 0. But you have to attempt it. But at the same time, you can't simply select A, B, or randomly, or guesswork, or luck. So you need a thorough preparation. So I would suggest the first stage, if you prepare thoroughly well, 55 to 70 questions you should be able to complete in stage 1. If your preparation is 6 months, you should know at least known questions should be 60 to 70 questions. And the second part, guesswork questions, I would suggest maximum 10 to 15 questions, or even 15 to 20 questions you can assume. Remember, these questions, answers are there. Sometimes you have to even use the basic thing like reading the question properly, reading the options properly, using author's biography or the concept, ideology, timeline, historical background, and deducting the answers. And these are the questions where you can score. Because many students, they would know that they go through an author, age, they believe that I don't know, let's leave it. Yeah. Because when you stage 1, you have completed all known questions, you'll be very elated. The whole process of writing the exam is very, cordial one, stress-free, focused one it should be. You can't write the exam in stressful way. So as you progress, after you complete 1 hour, 1.5 hours, you should feel elated, happy. Why happy? Because you have completed already 60 to 65 questions. So you are sure that you are going to get this minimum marks, 100% sure. And in these guesswork questions, around 15 to 20, if you do the guesswork properly, based on your preparation, right, you'd be able to at least get 50% questions correct. Yeah. And after that, remember this whole process, you will be stress free, because the stress of, that there is a question at the end of the exam, whether I'll be able to finish it, whether, I will miss the time for that, all this stress will go away. That's why this stage is very important. Yeah, relaxed way. Here you can spend time for deducting. Some question might require just 2 seconds in the stage 1. Here in the stage 2, some questions will require more than 2 minutes also. You should be ready to spend time. Reading comprehension, data interpretation, such questions should be done during this, that is 70 minutes to 150 minutes this time. And finally, you will left with around 10 questions, I would assume, if you prepare very well, unknown questions, out of syllabus questions, zero idea questions. Yeah. Are you going to simply leave them? Simply doing randomly A, B, C, D, or as A, B, 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 C, 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 or Inky, Ponky, Monkey? You are going to plan that? No. What to do with these questions? Stage 3, what you should do is, you should come back and select those questions. Some question might be in paper 1, some would be in paper 2, some would be beginning, some would be end. Go with your intuition. What is the intuition? Intuition is when you read a question, as you get the first answer, oh, this could be the answer, this will be the answer. You feel that, and you do that, your intuition says that, please select that answer and move on. And by the time, even before the end of the time, 2.5 hours, you should be able to complete the paper. Last 20 minutes in every exam, you should sleep if you prepare very well. I have been sleeping, right? And the biggest mistake which people commit after completing this, please never repeat that mistake. Going back and checking your answers and changing it. Many students, they commit the mistake because they look at nearby. The person who sits beside you, he or she would be attempting it. You look at others, those who are doing it. You might feel that, oh, I have completed, others are doing it. You go back, you don't keep your hands, and you go and play with your mouse and you change the answers. Many students, they do that. Never change your answers after completing your exam. Last 10 to 15 minutes is it is not the time for changing the answers. Yeah, it is like going against your intuition, right? Never commit that mistake. So stage 1, you have completed known questions. Stage 2, right? So known question would be 60 to 65, roughly 70% questions. Stage 2 would be 15 to 10 to 15 to 20, roughly I would say that. Okay, if you prepare very well, it should not be more than 10, right, or maximum 15 questions where you do intelligent guesswork. That is, you know the answers, you studied the topic, but you don't know the answer, yeah, indirectly. So using different methodology, yeah, you arrive at the answers, right? Because many other details, you might not know your exact questions. And in the introductory session we have done in our YouTube channel, there is a video where you can see 50 to 100 questions I have done, how to attempt these unknown questions, out of syllabus questions, right? And the stage 3 is following intuition, right? So in this way, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So in a way, 3 times you'd be going to paper 1, question number 1 onwards, and finishing at 150. Like that, 3 times you have to follow. That is, from both paper 1 and paper 2, right? In this way, you'd be able to complete it, right? And after completing, relax. Because as you approach, you can see at the right side how many questions you left out. Ideally, stage 1 itself, you should be able to complete at least 120 to 140 questions. So you'd feel that, oh, these are the known questions I have completed. It all depends on your preparation. If you prepare very well, it would be ideally 17, 70, 15, 15, okay, or 70, 75, 10, 15, like this. All the stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 should be. If you don't prepare, what will happen? The last stage would become your first stage. That is, you will know known question would be only 10 questions, unknown questions would be, guesswork questions would be 20 questions, and out of syllabus questions would be 70. Yeah, that would happen. Only this proportion will change. Yeah. So keeping this in mind, kindly do follow, right? And never commit the mistake of attempting reading comprehension, data interpretation, questions which require your guesswork, analysis, which you have to do some work at the beginning of the exam or at the end of the exam. Exam should happen in a very relaxed way. As you progress, you should feel elated, happy, right? And as you are happy during the process of the examination, many of the points which you studied, which might be there in your subconscious mind, will come to conscious mind, and you'll be able to do them, right? So in this way, it should be stress free. Yeah. So you got 15 days of time. Kindly do your preparation thoroughly and attempt the exam as I mentioned these strategies irrespective of the subject. Thank you.